Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our Star Wars Out in the Dark. I am the Ravnos Archon. I'll be your storyteller this evening. My name is Will, and last we left off, we opened up with Flid and Eedee going down the ramp of the Winchester as they were going to talk to Osh Grilled, who happens to be Flid's brother. Har was set up to distract any of the Republic guards should they need it. Osh brought up Flid's criminal past and revealed that Flid revealed that his nephews were in trouble. Eedee stepped away from the conversation, trying to find a control port so he could find the coordinates for Kamino. And that's when Flid and Osh kind of stepped over to the Z90 that his brother pilots, where they got to meet the astromech droid R8 and Har made his way over to the Neverwhere. A Republic soldier ended up pulling Eedee aside to help with an interrogation, and that's when they discovered that there was a Kentra on board, a pirate no less. It claimed to have come aboard with the rest of the crew on the Neverwhere, but it didn't have any legal registration, and that's when Eedee forged a set of documentation spontaneously to verify its story. It learned that its name was Kilric, and then it was asked to escort the Kentra back, and as it did, Eedee made his way back to the data port, where it was harassed by the Republic officer again, and then it got a taste of a restraining bolt. We got to see a little bit of the talk between Flid and Osh as they tried to get their stories together. Osh revealed that he had spoken to AIM about a month ago. Har and Eedee both felt a response to the Force use that they had done. Someone on the ship was actively looking for them. That's when Flid revealed to his own brother that his wife and his children might be Jedi. At least his wife is. He also revealed that she chose to hide her abilities, and that's when Flid kind of begged him to help get to the information that they needed. Eedee saw Calyx Maze arrive at the port that they were at with a hairless humanoid that looked a little bit larger than average. Har and Eedee both felt someone reach out with the Force again, as Har is not trained enough to hide his latent abilities. He was spotted rather easily, whereas Eedee did, I think, 3 out of the 4 times he hid himself rather well. But the Calyx and the hairless humanoid made their way over to the Winchester. There was a bit of talk about whether or not they had been to Bespin before, and then Flid found out that the hairless humanoid is called a truth seeker, and that they are bred for ferreting out the truth from people. Eedee found the coordinates for Kamino on the data console and managed to release the landing clamps on all the ships in the cruiser, and then it dropped the hangar base shielding, killing some innocent people and earning itself another dark side point, which is not alien territory to Eedee, but it is going to be really interesting to see what they do now that they're a Jedi Knight. But Eedee did end up transferring the coordinates to the ship as the blast doors were closed, sealing the hangar bay, and after a heroic rescue where the Neverwhere turned and fired upon the actual Republic cruiser, Eedee pulled itself and Osh out through a small hole and managed to land on the open landing ramp of the Neverwhere, and that's when the ship kind of took off into hyperspace. And we left off with Eedee having a moment to itself and being flooded with images of the home world and having lingering thoughts about how they hoped that they may be the last of their vein, that the last to propagate any kind of force power, given their species is immobile. And there was a bit of a conversation with its offspring, I use the term loosely, where it is actively hunting its source. But we left off with the group rocketing towards Kamino, and we are sans Flid, but we do got 3 handsome boys.
Where are they?
Oh, they're in my pocket.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you?
It's
No,
nice
but-
and warm in this pocket.
You know.
Can you get those coins off of me? They kind of hurt.
Nah, bro. They're there for a reason.
I want him there. I like to swish coins in my mouth.
There.
I was gonna make a joke about wires being tangled, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
I actually do prefer a wired headset to wireless, so but that's just me.
I would have to agree.
And before we kick off anything, I do want to say that I finally got to talk to Rob, who got to the point where Silas
You can't wear a
unfortunately,
headset.
Yeah.
where Silas unfortunately left, and he was incredibly sad.
Oh no.
So, but yeah,
Oh, but he's not super caught up then.
no, but you know,
Ooh.
he has
So
Adeline.
so you're about to make him somewhat happy.
Maybe we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
But you are heading into the far reaches of known space. The coordinates themselves lead off the galactic map, and the second you get to the edge of known space, the ship drops out of hyperspace, and there is just a vast expanse of stars. Excuse me. There's gaseous nebulas all over the place. You can see what looks to be the kind of rolling expansion from when the universe started still happening out here. Planets are still being formed. There are massive kind of asteroid belts that just go on ad infinitum right now. But Eedee, you know that this is a piece of space that has been referred to as the Rishi Maze. It's one of the few
Rishi
kind of
Maze.
it's one of the few kind of pocket sectors that are known about but have not been mapped.
It is interesting that we are out here. What we are currently in is called the Rishi Maze. It is a pocket of space that we know about but have not mapped.
There's a signal
So
coming up on the comm.
Oh.
Something has set off the sensors.
So is it that someone's trying to communicate back, or that we just know there's something in the area?
So far, it's just a ping on the sensors.
How far out?
Maybe about 50 kilometers.
50 kilometers.
Yeah.
Can I check
it-
to see if we're being scanned?
That you can do. You can roll a computer programming.
Program.
14. You are, in fact, being scanned.
We're being scanned.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Someone may be cloaked. Is there something is there anything I can do to I mean, I'm just gonna do my thing.
50 kilometers is a long distance.
It
What
is
are
a
you
long-
thinking, Jedi?
50 kilometers is a long distance.
It is
By the way, there's
approaching.
2 of us now.
We
Something's-
could get closer.
This is one of those moments where I wish I knew the exact specifications of this ship, and if it had like a cloaking device,
It does not.
which is illegal.
Correct.
Technically,
If we're being scanned, we ain't cloaked.
true. All right.
Whatever is there already knows that we're here.
Can
I'm gonna try
I?
and move
am-
closer.
Okay. No, if you're gonna
I'm
move us
try.
closer, I'm gonna try and jam us. If that makes
I'm
sense.
gonna
I want
move us closer to the source.
Well,
Okay.
who knows if it's hostile? We're assuming.
It-
We're not ready for combat right now. We're just getting closer.
Yeah. Does
My bad.
Jargo have space? He does have space
Astro-
transport.
Hell
I do have
yeah!
Space transport.
Damn.
Someone knew what they were doing.
Look at you being useful.
My
Makes
You know
one
what
of
I'm
all.
saying?
Yeah.
It is important.
I'm
to
rolling
know.
for space transport. Damn.
Shit.
Oh,
Damn.
one on the wild die. That's what I love to see.
Dank Ferric.
Dang everything else too, man.
Yeah, you see that you initially try to kind of come around, get a smoother, kind of slower approach. The Winchester is not a ship that you've had a lot of time
Blown.
in the cockpit. Like you've done more work in the actual engine room than anything else. So when you instinctively want to move the joystick over so that you saunter over, you end up shooting into a faster kind of approach, and immediately you see that there is this small cruiser, and as you rocket towards them, you see their shields come up.
Is it Republic?
It is not Republic.
Not. Okay. I will hail them on comms.
Okay.
I bring it to a stop.
Can you get the shields ready to be armed, Jargo?
Aye, aye.
If only
And
the
I can
captain
help.
was here and not with his wife.
I can help with the talking, don't worry.
Do I roll for Starship Shields?
Yeah. Do you want to just put the shields all to the front, or do you want to do something fancy with the shields? You have front, back, port, and starboard.
Okay. Starboard is to the right side, right?
Starboard is right.
Okay. So where am I? Where's the cruiser?
It is currently, if you're looking at the cockpit, it would be at your 2:00.
I'm gonna angle it to the right and speed up a little.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. 16 is good enough to
Chrysler.
do what you want to do. What is Eedee's communication?
Hello, this is Ed37 of the Winchester, hailing comms. Hello, over.
You hear, even when I roll, you roll garbage. You hear a voice, yes, hello, is this the captain?
This is. Hi, hold on. Quick timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an official first mate?
There's not.
All right. I'm just gonna. I know Ike. It probably happened.
I mean, you are his best friend.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
his best friend.
That has never been proven.
I am his best friend. I am the first mate. The captain is currently sleeping. Not yes.
Oh,
Hello.
we have titles now?
Is this a droid?
No, I'm a Jedi Master.
Why do you sound like a droid?
We have a bad comm system.
It happens all the time, don't worry.
My name is Kerbin Pyke. I'm the captain of the Spezia.
Kevin Pyke.
You're a bit outside Republic space, Jedi.
I'm just out here mapping charts.
You hear a silence for a moment, and then it comes back on. Do you mind if... Hold on. And you feel the sudden kind of shift as your ship is latched onto by a hyperdrive, by a
Nope.
tractor beam.
Nope. I'm just gonna turn that off.
Okay. Roll your ability.
Oh no! That's the lowest I've ever rolled with it!
Oof. And
That's the lowest I've ever rolled
on
with
the wild
it!
die.
No! Can I use a willpower point to re-roll?
Not to reroll. No, sir. That's a different system.
We're
dead.
It's a
We're dead.
bad
Master
day.
Jedi. Are we boned?
Yes.
And you
Good.
see, you reach out with your ability, and as you try to find the tractor beam, there's a sudden pushback. And you can feel that shardling in your subconscious. No, this is not the way. And you see that the ship is brought over, and you can hear the magnetic clamps as it's pulled you underneath it, and the heavy thud of the tunnel that connects this Spezia to the Winchester hits hard against the metallic top.
I just finished painting this thing.
You can hear that people are already kind of climbing down towards your
Idiot.
ship to board.
Eedee, they seem to have a little bit of a hostile tone towards droids, which I know you're not. Do you want me to talk to them?
You are not the best at talking to people.
What do you mean? How do you think I ended up on one of these ships in the first place?
You snuck on.
I have a way with words.
Not a
We
good
can go
one.
together.
I say we pull a united front. Drox to the airlock, please.
Oh, another one of these. Look,
So I'm going to the airlock with my lightsaber ready.
I draw my blaster.
can I go grab mine from you? I've been helpless most of this time.
Don't you have a lightsaber now?
No, but he does have a stick.
I have a nail.
And a stick. You were given a training stick.
Yeah, you have a stun
Look.
baton.
If anybody
guess.
gets close to you, just give him a little bonk. You'll be fine.
Anyway, Jedi.
By the way, go first. Har, you go
Jedi-
first.
Jedi are not supposed to be so violent, huh?
Well, if the
calm
situation
yourself.
calls for it, we need to defend ourselves, Mr. Airlock.
The situation doesn't really ever call for it, as I learned painstakingly.
Didn't you suck someone out into space recently? We don't have time for this. We have guests.
I will revoke your Jedi-ness.
We will talk about this later. I'm sorry.
They already ruined the paint job. If they blow a hole in my ship, I'm gonna get pissed. Let's
It's
go.
not your ship.
I fixed it.
I'm standing in front of the airlock, and hopefully Drox has shown up by now.
Yeah. Drox is there waiting for you, and you can see that the entryway is being opened. Excuse me. And as the hatch flips open, you see a young woman come down. Looks to be Rhodian, and then a droid drops down behind her. You hear her speaking in her Rhodese,
I know what she's saying.
Right, but the
Is that what it's
droid,
called?
yeah,
Do I know?
the droid is the one doing the translating.
Saves me thinking.
Greetings, lesser humans. This is the dignitary for the Pyke Syndicate. Ruella dies.
Christ.
It's a pleasure.
I put my blaster away.
To what might we ask is this sudden encroachment?
Can I do like a gangs check?
Against check. Do you have law enforcement?
I do have law enforcement.
You can roll that.
Okay.
Let me see what else.
22.
Oh shit! All right, you could, yeah. So the Pyke Syndicate is really bad. They're
Oh yeah.
yeah, they're out of everyone in the known galactic circle, they're the ones that deal with spice. They're the ones that started the whole kind of spice run. So you are amongst royalty right now.
I'm quaking. All right.
Yeah.
I in Rhodese.
Oh,
Hello. Hello. It is a honor to meet someone so high up in the syndicate.
she nods low to you, and she tells you it is, even though it is fabricated and electronic, it is a pleasure to actually hear her language.
I know that trust is big and important when it comes to ambassadors and understanding. So, out of respect and a show of good faith, I just open, like I undo, so like the viewport is open.
Mm.
So like it you point, so it's like the glass and you can see it. This is myself. I hailed earlier on the comms. I am Jedi Knight Eedee 37.
Her eyes
It is a
widen, the antennas kind of go straight up. She looks at the droid that came down with her, and then she looks over at you and the two weirdos next to you. And still in Rhodese, she says,
Mhm.
we have need of someone with your ability to enter Coruscant unfettered. Can we call on your help, Master Jedi, in these times of tribulations?
It is interesting that you ask of assistance from myself, for I was considering asking you for information as well. What do you know of uh, Governor Grendel Rains?
Shakes her head. Sounds like another human.
He is uh, he is out here with a planet called Kamino that we are searching for.
Hmm.
We have the location, but you intercepted us prior to our arrival.
Oh, I doubt you have the location. The maze, you see, is constantly changing. It's always in flux.
As I have heard. What could a arrival onto Coruscant unfettered grant us?
We can let you go about your business,
I see.
and we can ensure that you do not come across any of the worlds that are beholden to the Pyke Syndicate. We wouldn't want you to get shot down, would we?
We would not. What class is her droid?
It's a protocol droid.
A protocol droid?
Yeah.
I would like to tap into it.
Okay. You know what happened last time?
I know.
What was what happened last time? What happened with the tractor beam?
Yep.
Yeah. All
Great.
right, I'm using 2 character points on this one.
Oh, you can roll first and then use the character points.
Okay.
I wish I knew what was going on because I don't understand a word they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Har and I are just back here like holding hands or whatever.
Yeah.
Could I do?
How's a 25 for you?
Oh,
Do you want me to use my character points still?
up to you.
You know what? Fuck it. I only got 5.
You might as well hold on to them then.
Okay. I'm downloading all the data on the protocol droid.
Okay.
All I'm doing.
It is just a kind of basic function droid. It is
Okay.
built entirely for translation. And it has 3 different settings according to the 3 different people that it is translating for. Currently, it's on setting 2.
Okay.
The first setting is let me get my aliens here. The first setting is for a Trandoshan,
Okay.
and the second setting is for a Bith. Or the third setting, rather. Second setting is for the Rhodian.
Yes. And there's no like memory banks or anything like that. It's just pure translate.
Pure translating, and it just has 3 different personality archetypes to match whoever it's assigned to currently.
Okay. All right. Trandoshan, Rudy, and Beth are the settings.
Yeah, the cache that it has right now, as far as its memory is concerned, is it remembers being turned on after leaving what looks to be a desert planet.
Okay.
Not Tatooine, but still in the same vein. There's only one sun in the sky. And then kind of following her around this cruiser, you see that it does have a registration for who Kerbin Pyke is. There are several interactions between the 3 of them. And then the last memory that it has is being activated and coming down this tunnel with her.
I bow. I close myself up.
I also bow.
Contact the Winchester when you are in need of my services.
Oh, we are in need right now. And she goes back over to the tunnel. She motions for something to be dropped, and you see instantly 6 large duffel bags are dropped.
A gift.
Mm-mm.
They thunk as if something metallic was inside.
I'm not in the mood to. I'm not in the mood to do this.
I motion. I don't motion. I go as if to unzip one of the duffels.
Stop.
Well, what are you guys talking about? Wait, is this a gift? Are we delivering something? What did you?
One more in roadies. Please give me one moment. They are not as fluent as I am.
Of course. She backs up.
We have somewhat been contracted to deliver spice to Coruscant by the Pyke Syndicate.
I knew I smelled something familiar.
Yes,
Are you,
and
are you sure that this is just spice? It sounds a little heavy.
My issue is, we do not have time to deliver spice right now.
I couldn't
well,
agree more.
do they want to pay us or something, or what's
No.
happening?
To get to Kamino alive, we are to do this.
Oh, I've been in one of these stick-ups before. Okay. Well, how long is it going to take us? Are we not going? Is it not on the way?
How, who is this person that you were talking to?
What was their name again?
Ruella Dice.
Roella Dice. She
I
is
heard the word.
ambassador.
I heard the word Pyke
Yes, she is the ambassador for the Pyke Syndicate.
in this
Wait.
sector.
Yes.
I think I know those guys. Not personally, but I've heard of them. Okay, I haven't done this in a while, but here's my idea. We could just... No, I like the ship. We can't blow the ship up and get rid of everything.
Ah, we're definitely not blowing up the ship that I just spent a couple weeks fixing.
I know, but the last time something like this happened, you just sort of make it not your problem anymore.
Jedi,
Yes.
how bad would it be if you were to pull her close and we take her hostage?
So what is your familiarity with the Pyke Syndicate again?
Yeah.
Not just that I buy spice off of them.
From my own personal research, anyone who crosses the Pyke Syndicate gets their eyes crossed out.
But how are they gonna? How would they
That is an
know?
urban slang that I found.
But who would find out?
Well, seeing as I gave them my name, and you gave them your name, we're on record.
So,
I don't
we don't
speak
have.
their language, but
We don't have a bargaining chip, do we?
It depends on how dark I want to go. That's our bargaining chip.
Every time that Flid's not here, you just do nefarious shit on the ship.
Yeah, because he's the rock that keeps me grounded. He's my best friend.
It's such a shame he doesn't think of you as his best friend.
Shut up.
Okay. Eedee, I don't know if they're getting impatient or not.
I think I want to say I have a plan, but it literally is just turn their hyperdrive on. And that's a bad plan.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
We're connected to them.
We're on their ship.
We make a problem. We save them. They thank us. I'm saying this quietly.
All right.
That's not bad.
All right, hold on. All right, okay.
You hear the thunk, thunk, thunk of her starting to climb up the steps.
Hold on, and Rhodey's, hold on, please.
Oh my god.
There is an issue.
She stops and turns around.
We are currently on a mission of importance to find this Kamino that we cannot deliver your spice to.
You hear
Coruscant in the moment.
You hear the roadies, and the droid is just like, spice does not have a expiration date. There's no hurry.
Where do you need it delivered to?
She keeps climbing.
Who do you need it delivered to?
The droid pulls out a small little data disk, excuse me, and hands it to you.
I look at it.
Yeah, it looks like an encrypted file. And he just kind of, the droid nods at each of you in turn and then starts to climb back up the ladder as well.
And this ensures passage through the maze.
The droid stops. That is what was agreed upon. The data disk has coordinates within the maze for you to avoid. Happy travels. And it keeps
Thank you.
climbing.
Well, here we were getting all worried for nothing.
Let me know when the airlock closes.
The airlock closes and you can hear them climbing up into their ship.
They can't hear us, right?
No.
So you're
Dr-
telling me that they left us with very expensive merchandise to deliver,
Drugs.
that who knows how much they know what is going to be done with it?
No, they will know exactly how much is there.
Mm.
Is it all spice?
It's all spice.
I'd like to take a look in one of those bags.
Or
I'm gonna die.
you unzip one of the bags and you see that the entire duffel bag is just padding for what is a large pill capsule of metal. And you can see that there's a keypad to open it, but it also has like up to the minute or up to the second information about like temperature inside, how much actual spice it feels like is in there, down to like not even the ounce, it's down to like the milligram.
Some sophisticated stuff. I close the bag.
I'm tempted to just blow up their ship.
I will remind you that
Spice
you're in a starfighter
is-
scale ship. They're in a capital scale ship.
Ooh.
Spice
It's a small
is
capital scale ship.
flammable.
It is flammable.
Yeah, but one exploding hyperdrive. Oof. Ooh.
So right now we're stuck between a delivery job or murder and potentially having to deal with the wrath of whoever's going to know about this.
A rock and a spice place.
That's an episode name.
I was about to say.
All right. Let's.
Hmm.
All right. Drox, I'm going to let you be the voice of reason on this one.
Yeah, he's looking at the bags and he's just like, I'm gonna let you tell Flid about all of this that just happened. I'm gonna go back into the engine room.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
And he stops himself and he turns back towards you. He's like, you're a Jedi,
Yes.
like law enforcement,
Yes.
and we're breaking the law right now.
We're being forced to break the law.
All right, so I'm gonna roll computer programming to explode one of their hyperdrives.
Whoa.
I wanna explode an engine. All right, Jago, start flying us away.
Yep. I run.
That's the 26.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna dock a character point, 2 character points.
2. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
that's
put the shields to the
30
back and I'm gonna
31.
rip it.
oof.
31 to I just want the ship to explode from the inside and then out.
I'm gonna angle the shields back,
Okay.
like to the back, and I'm gonna rip it to get the hell out of here.
Sure. The
Shields.
clamps turn off. You can hear the tunnel being retracted. Eedee reaches out with his ability, and it's easy enough to find the hyperdrive. The engines are shoddy at best. This thing feels like it hasn't been maintained. Excuse me. In maybe a year.
Okay.
So it's not difficult for you to kind of reach out and turn on the hyperdrive and just kind of randomly shoot it into the maze. And you do hear it just suddenly, the engines kind of whir to life, and it turns away from the Winchester and just rockets into hyperspace.
Huh.
Oh, they might be dead.
Well, give me that map and let's get going to where we need to go.
Yep.
I'm
here
not
you go.
gonna think about what we just did.
Here you go.
I'm rolling for astrogation.
Let's just are we just gonna forget about it? Say we know nothing about it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
I
Cool.
just know we're turning spice in when we get to Coruscant.
We found it.
For our credits.
No, I am turning it into the authorities.
Come on now. Can I keep one?
No.
Listen,
Like a half?
No.
Listen, this stuff is you probably know best that it has an effect on people.
Like a quarter.
No.
He stopped listening to me.
The nose
I
candy?
was never listening to you. Give me the map. Give me the map.
Yep. So, the traveling through the maze is going to have to be done on standard engines. You can't really hyperdrive through it. There are sections where you can do micro jumps, so that'll help out. But we will need, to begin with, 3 separate either astrogation rolls for the micro jumps or space transport rolls for just navigating on standard engines.
All right, so I'm gonna do 3 astrogation jumps.
Okay.
Fuck.
See what happens. Okay. So
We're also dead. It's amazing.
Hey, look who it is. We ran into them again. No.
So your first jump takes you deep into the heart of a nebula, not where you want it to be, and you notice that all your systems are down. They will not operate in the nebula, so you've got to fly your way out first before you can attempt to micro jump again. So this will be 2 sets of space transport checks.
Let's see how this goes. God Christ in heaven.
Oh, you said you could fly this thing.
Yeah, we all thought he
I'm
could fly this
stressed out
thing.
because I don't have spice.
Yes, keep making
You guys
excuses.
didn't let me get some spice.
All that
It's not
spice
yours.
in your cargo bay,
I've
you
been-
have no access to it.
You don't even know how to open it. It's not our problem.
Make 2 more space transport rolls to try and navigate out of the nebula as the first one.
Does the green one count?
The green one counts as 1 success, but the red one counts as 2 failures.
Son of
Oh. All you need.
Here! We're gonna die here!
So you have spent the majority of the day in the nebula. There is nothing to help you navigate from one end to the other, and you just kind of are at the breaking point of exhaustion, and you have to turn in for the night.
This thing just got a new paint job. This is my ship. I could do everything on this thing.
I will kill you.
Does anybody
Yeah, and I'll
else
dump
have
all the spice out the airlock.
space transports?
I got a will. I got a will to learn. I got mechanical. 2 dice. Let's go.
You could try it, yeah.
No, nothing.
Wow. Wow. What is the blue mean? Okay.
Oh, I hope
stuck
it.
here, dude?
I hope as soon as he walks away, I just walk over and do this.
You see that Jargo's he's been flying for the better part of 16 hours. Like he is exhausted, and then he just kind of gets up and just trudges to his room. You've seen Flid fly this thing a couple times. You're like pretty sure of your abilities. If anything, you can always add the ability later through a droid program.
Yeah.
But you're like, it can't be that hard. And after about 2 hours of flying, you break through the nebula.
Son of a gun.
So what you did is you had the space break on. That's a joke. That's a joke. I learned it at the academy.
Thought it was
Now-
funny.
Now you get to make the astrogation rolls for the jumps.
I thought that joke was funny. Not as funny as Jargo's flying, but hey.
Jargo is in his room,
So it's 3.
wishing he had death sticks.
No, now it is just going to be 2.
It's a 13 and a 17.
Yeah. You managed to avoid the.
I look so sad.
It's funny because the astrogation, you actually have astrogation, whereas like space transport was a fluke.
Chrysler.
But you do notice that you avoid the bad areas of space. You don't come into contact with any of the other Pyke Syndicate sections. You also don't come in contact with Spietsaya again.
Is there dead?
I mean, you
Can I reach out into the force to see if something happened?
you could try
Or they-
him.
Okay. What would that be? Sense?
That would be a life sense roll because you're going to be looking for that Rhodian.
Can I magnify that sense?
No,
Like, can I magnify senses, or is that something else?
magnify senses is for like natural senses, for like hearing, sight,
Oh, I don't
things that you don't
those.
have. Yeah,
He doesn't have those.
I don't have those.
I
All right, so I
mean-
rolled an 11.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
Okay.
Because it is modified by relationship.
Yeah. Oh, we're
And-
best friends.
You are not best friends with the Rhodian.
We're probably a step below enemies.
We're probably better than any other relation they have with
Oh.
any living creature.
So you're looking already at a +9 to your difficulty. So you would have had to gotten at least a 15.
At least a 15?
Yeah.
It's too late for character points, right?
I mean, how many do you have?
I got 3 left. I'm willing to do 1 to see if this happens.
See what happens.
Okay.
Half a round and find out.
Oh my god.
What's up? I had 1 bad roll. But now look at me. 2
I
hours.
had 1 good roll.
2 hours, no issues, and I know she's dead.
She's not dead.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you sense that she is still alive.
I'm pissed as fuck.
Yep.
Are you going to share with the class?
I walk out of my room and I say, "Well, at least the Rhodian is dead."
Oh, spoiler alert, she is very much alive.
I go back to my room.
There's no point in leaving this room.
Let me just write down here. Ruella is still
Ruella.
alive and very mad. Okay,
Maybe she won't know.
can I pinpoint her or no?
Not with what you rolled. If you had rolled higher, you could have.
Okay, but I just know for sure alive and pissed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. That's great. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. We're dead.
I mean,
So you're telling me
worst case scenario, you could always turn her against the group that Dr. Shakti's brother works for. The Void Star.
Eedee,
Bad.
are we going to narc?
Oh, 100%. But I have a
I
plan.
bust out of my room and I say, "What about we make her think that we both got hyperspace jumped in different directions?"
I like that plan.
I was gonna say it was just malfunction.
I have an
We
idea.
are in uncharted space.
We can turn her against the Void Star. They are another syndicate that I have also had the displeasure of working with.
Displeasure.
What's your current standing with them?
They sent me to die. So low.
So we'll
Do
blame
they-
it on them
Yes.
and say that they did it to us too.
Yes.
And when we show up to them, we'll be like, "What happened? We got your spice."
When they show up to kill us, you know what?
We have 6 wonderful bags of spice as a return
We
gift.
still have your spice. And this carcass of a lion spider that tried to kill us.
Just in case you were wondering how serious we are.
But here's the thing. Jago. Not Jago. Ha. You're
Huh?
going to start harvesting all the bones. Because the bones are what's made of the lightsaber resistant material.
Oh.
So we're gonna give them the carcass. Tell
But none
them
of
it's
what makes
made
it good.
exactly. So you start doing that. I'm sure they're already coming for us.
Maybe we should meet them up first.
You
I
want
will
to-
We should go to them. Maybe we should go to them first and be like, "Where'd you guys go?"
Listen,
if you give me a second, I could probably find their exact location.
I see where this is going. I'll get to work.
How far are we from Kamino?
You are maybe a 6-hour flight. You're at the edge of its. You're at the edge of its sector right now.
Give me an hour. I'm gonna meditate and look for her again.
Can I start harvesting this carcass?
Do I get
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
please start harvesting this carcass. Do I get any bonuses for meditating?
No.
I figured. I figured you'd say that.
But you can pull on that dark side point.
And what would that do to me?
It would give you an extra die.
But am I gonna gain another one?
Another dark side point?
Yeah, no. I just have to kill someone this time.
You don't know. You've been down that rabbit hole once.
I know. I just don't know if I'm ready to do it again.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's. I'm good.
Okay. Then
21.
No. You have to lower your skill by 1 die
Why?
because you have to fight. the temptation of the dark
Oh!
side point. So you got to give up a number of dice equal to the number of dark side points that you have
That's okay.
to fight the
So then-
temptation.
So then it's going to be that plus the 5. So 14.
14.
Do I want to use my last character point?
If you're just looking for where exactly she
Yeah.
is, that'll do it.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, I just want to know exactly where they are in relation to us.
They are back all the way, excuse me, at the entrance to the maze. So they're at the edge of known space and the Rishi maze.
I wonder if they're hiding out there, or if they're just waiting for us to. Oh, they're probably just waiting for us to come back. Fuck it, we're already on our way to Kamino. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm just sitting at the controls.
Yeah.
Looking at them.
They're back at the beginning of the maze.
The closer you get to Kamino, the darker you feel. Both Eedee and Har. There's an unease that comes over the two of you. It's more prominent in Eedee. There is this sensation of what feels like hundreds of voices. And as you come into the planetary system, where you see Kamino, you see its tide-locked moon. You can see the star at the center of the system. It starts to feel like there's all these invitations to join a hive. You can count 6 individual invitations. Each voice is distinct, but they're all crying out to be part of something more, like they've been ripped out from what they knew, and they're just trying to get some semblance of normalcy.
Eedee,
Yes.
do you hear something weird?
Yes, I do.
So it's not just me.
No.
Is something wrong with the ship?
No, it is the planet.
Yeah, I don't feel good about this.
It is best to block it out. Focus on your meditation like I showed you.
I can already lift the nail. Do I still need to do that?
Yes, there's more to it than nails.
Well, okay.
I'm sure you could not find the nail with your eyes closed.
Yeah, now that's something I want to try.
But
You Jedi types are so weird.
meditate.
All right.
Um,
It's kind of hard with all these voices. I will say that.
no, yes. Um, uh, let's find a landing site. There has to be something here.
The 6 hives are calling you to what looks to be a stealth city. And as you kind of break the atmosphere, you can see that there's a wild storm. Seas are roiling. It is definitely the stormy season here in Kamino. Who is piloting?
Me.
Good
Can I
times.
assist?
Sure.
Okay.
With your technical,
This is your-
mechanical roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's have Jargo make a space transport. Let's have Eedee make his mechanical. The stealth city is called Kalito, and there is a comm that kind of comes up. You have come into Kamino airspace. Who is approaching? What business do you have here?
I point the microphone at Eedee.
All right. Okay. Cool. Hello.
Yeah, no pressure.
This is Eedee.37. You're requesting landing. I am Jedi Master Eedee.57.
You hear
It-
a scuffling of um, kind of data pads falling. A Jedi. I was not informed that we would be having you here. Are you here for Project Mirror Walk?
Does that register from the datapad that we took from Rames?
There is a project named Mirror Walk, but it's not something that he has access to. It's just on a list of different projects the Kaminoans are working on.
Is there a name for Rames's project or no?
No.
I have not been told much about Project Mirror Walk, but I was told to come and gather an update.
I understand. I will let Dr. Hall know that you are on your way.
Thank you.
We are opening up landing port 6 for you, and you see one of the bubbles suddenly iris into a flat landing pad. Excuse me. And you see the lights coming on. Between the two of you, you rolled enough to fight off the storm, and you come to a very hard landing as even though you did manage to break through the hard winds, there's still the rocking of the ocean, and it just is rough. Even though the city is completely stilted, and it feels like it should be just this very solid surface. The second you land, you can just feel the batting of the city with the pressure of the water. You see what looks to be this tall, slender, long-necked Kaminoan with what looks to be 2 Republic guards, kind of
That must be Mr. Tall.
sitting at the entryway to the bubble.
Clever name.
Here's my plan. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Jargo, you will stay here, and when Flid wakes up, you two will begin to explore the city. Here is access to my private comms. Let's all synchronize on the same channel. Synchronize.
Sounds good.
All right.
Beep, beep.
Ha, you will
Yes,
come with me and pose as my Padawan, which you are.
that's what I am. I don't have to pose, but if I have
Here,
to flaunt a little bit, huh?
Take my old Padawan robes and put them on.
Oh, I got a uniform.
So now you
Change
have
somewhere
Padawan
else.
robes.
Change somewhere else.
I'm going to put on my full Jedi robes,
Mm.
and we are going to do this.
We are gonna look like professionals.
I open up the container so you can see the crystal clear as day. As I do now, I put on my robes. We're doing this, all right?
All right. Yes.
Stay quiet.
That.
We have no idea what we are walking into.
Can I at
I'll
least
keep-
introduce myself as your Padawan so I don't seem fishy?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
I'll
Jargo.
keep the ship ready to go.
Keep
Good.
it warm.
Just in case.
Let Drox and Ruldu know.
All right.
Hey, Drox! Let's
Wheels
get a
over.
move on, Master.
We are going to die.
Ah, I mean, at your rate, that's what you
We-
want, isn't it, Eedee?
Dead. When Flid wakes up, let him know that we're investigating Project Mirror Walk. That's not what his children should be in, but it's our in.
Copy.
Right.
Eedee, before we go, Please don't rope me into your next death wish.
I'll try. No
I would like to get
promises.
back out alive with you on board because I sort of need you.
I have absolutely zero promises.
As you do. Shall we?
You walk down the ramp. You see that as you approach the Kaminoan, it is a female.
Okay.
And she nods to you. Master Jedi, I am Dr. Jalista Tall.
Hello, Dr. Toll. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Welcome to Kamino.
It is beautiful.
The pleasure is ours.
You have come to us in our stormy season. Please, let us walk. And she starts to lead you into the bubble. We were not told that the Jedi would be coming in to witness our progress on Mirror Walk.
I have not been told much on Mirror Walk. I was only informed that we must brave the maze and inquire further.
You are the first Jedi to arrive on Kamino.
It
Were
is
you,
a
were you expecting
wonderful.
more?
She shakes her head. No, but we have only dealt with the Republic without any Jedi interactions. Senator Rames has assured us that it would not be necessary. Has something changed?
The Republic and the Jedi Order are on the verge of a coagulation, so it seems.
Hmm.
In an effort to show trust to the outlying planets in the system, the Jedi have been asked to begin assisting on projects.
Surely there must be closer planets, and none as isolated as Kamino.
I am sure there are. They just trust me with the Outer Wilds due to my history with the open space.
Dealing with a greenhorn here.
It makes
They
sense.
I also creep most people out.
No, I find shards to be most interesting.
Do you get many out here on Kamino?
You do not know what Mirror Walk is, then, for sure.
As I told you, I've not been told much.
And the
Just to come and learn.
second she opens the door to the science room where Project Mirror Walk is, you are bombarded with hive requests. And you see that inside this large domed chamber, they have grown 6 new shard hives.
Ooh. Would you say this is a reunion?
You motherfucker.
And she just kind of looks at you. This is why the Jedi sent you, yes? Because you...
I am the only forced sensitive shard. As far as they are aware. Why grow 6 new colonies? Is it due to the
5.
issues on Orax?
There's 5 new
Oh.
colonies. We were gifted the Prime Colony, and she kind of motions at the one in the center.
Okay.
By a benefactor who is primarily funding our cloning technology.
Would the benefactor happen to come from the Trade Federation?
I do not know. I only know their name and that they have donated the Prime Cluster in hopes of helping us to achieve a better understanding of the Force and how it might come into races such as the Shards.
What is the name of the prime benefactor?
She grabs her data pad, types in a few things. Clayton Valshigeus.
Is that my boy?
Is it?
I think. Small plat. Oh no, what's his full name? Banking Clan. Uh, he is a Mun, dude from the Banking Clan. Did I never write his full name?
Damn. Yes, we know he's not your friend.
I guess. The Banking Clan folks want to help place it. That bastard. After all I did for him on Naboo. I am familiar with the Honorable Vigeus.
Hmm.
We familiarized ourselves with each other on Bespin, as I told him the story of my own journey off of Orax.
I have never seen your world, but given the quietness of these shardlings, I will hope to one day see it. And even though she says that they're quiet, like they are screaming
So loud.
through you.
Yeah, sure, quiet.
Have you attached them to any communication devices?
We have tried with the Prime Cluster, but it has chosen not to share any of its information with us. This is why the first clone was made.
And how did you clone them?
It is a difficult process that involves scraping of the end. The second she says that, like, you feel the same thing that you would feel if somebody actually like managed to pull a scalpel through your skin to scrape at the bone inside of you.
Yeah.
She's like, we took some samples and then we had to atomize them so that we could find what makes a shard. We were fortunate enough to have Senator Rames also hand us some of his findings from his project.
And the name of that project as well?
I am not at liberty to discuss that. That is a top tier project, and only the council, the ruling council, has access to that file.
So is it that you do not know the name, or
I-
is it that it is so deeply under wraps?
I do not know the name. I was never given a name of the project, only the samples to mix in with our shard experiment.
So, Dr. Tall, has this been your primary work?
Yes.
Padawan Ha,
Yes.
please talk and learn more from the kind doctor. If it is all right with you, Doctor, am going to try to speak to your primary cluster.
Of course. Here. And she goes over, you see some of the machines around it kind of insert themselves almost violently, kind of clamping into the cluster, and you can see the speaker at the bottom of the base crackle, but nothing comes out.
If you can, you are probably causing them pain. I
Does your race
undo
feel pain?
greatly.
I was not aware of this.
I would undo the clamps. I can speak to them.
She does so.
Yes.
And what would you say the odds are of me having my own restraining bolt?
A 0.
0, so I wouldn't just like have one in my pocket.
No.
All right, I thought it'd be All right, there goes that.
Like,
Do you have any
why would
restraining bolts
why would you want to shut yourself down?
for moments like this?
She looks
Don't
around.
believe I have anything.
We don't have any here in the lab, but some can be made available.
I am going to attempt to speak to your primary shard in about 30 minutes. If I have not given you an okay, please attach it to me and return me to my ship.
I don't think that would
Okay.
be an option.
Why?
This is one. It has been given to us. We can't just give this subject
What?
away.
No. No, the restraining bolt, attach that to me. And then when I shut down, take me back to my ship.
Yes, please excuse us,
Oh, okay.
but
No,
not
No,
to
I'm
disrespect your profession, but we do have a professional in the subject of shards standing by us.
sure,
I'm sure
of
that
course.
for what happens, we could bring them back to the ship.
You see,
Anything goes wrong.
we're all confused.
two of the clusters turn a shade of red suddenly. Jargo sees this barrel of a ship come streaking into the atmosphere, flying right towards the center of this stilt city.
Oh no, he's here.
And you can just hear all of the hives go quiet.
I connect comms.
Yeah.
Eedee, we got company.
I feel it.
No,
Okay.
he's hiding himself.
What class vessel is it?
It looks
Do-
like junk. Like literally they strapped an engine to junk, welded it together, and then threw it into space.
It's some piece of space garbage. Flew in, just landed in the.
And sure enough, you see part of the dome collapse as this debris that looks almost like the same debris that you had been found in comes crashing through the dome and immediately opens up like a flower, and you just see all of these amalgams of droids fall down, and just some of them have knife for hands, some of them have stun batons attached to their arms, some of them have crude slug throwers, and some of them, very few of them, have blasters. But descending almost like royalty, there is this half beaten, half reformed protocol droid that you remember from the Neverwhere.
Eedee.
No, it was
E3. That was his name.
it? I thought it was Siri. No, P3, yeah. P3V1.
Yeah, it's not a name. That's not a name I'm forgetting. I'm gonna force push the doctor and Har out of the room.
Okay.
You just got quiet.
And am I still fighting the darkness? Because I'll tap into that for that.
if you want to fight the darkness, you know that you have to reduce your dice pool.
No, I'm gonna let it consume because I know what this moment is.
Okay.
I'm pushing the doctor and Har out and yelling at them, get the rest of the crew.
Right? And you see as P3, the remnant of P3 kind of descends down the ramp, you see this makeshift cape, this kind of welded crown on its head. Half of his face is just melted away. And as it descends the ramp, you see out of a 4-arm hidden sheath, it produces a similar handle to what you have, and then you feel the crackle of the electricity before anything else, and then you see the red blade ignite and come out of its lightsaber. And this is where we're going to pick up our next session.
Damn.
So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. As always, please continue to wash your hands, continue to keep your distance, continue to wear your mask in public, because we're still not out of the woods yet. If you are of age and can get yourself vaccinated, please do. I myself am vaccinated. I got the booster on Wednesday, and it definitely knocked me on my ass yesterday, but I am here and I am better, and I am still dodging COVID like it's overtime in a dodgeball tournament. So I'm hoping you guys are doing the same. As always, we take mental health very seriously here, so please take care of yourselves. If you feel like you need help and you're watching live, there are phone numbers going up in our Twitch chat. If you're watching on YouTube, it will be in the description box below. So if you feel like you need to reach out, there's definitely resources for you to kind of look out and get that help that you need. If you're not in the United States, there's also a link going up so you can find the resources in your area of the world, because it is okay to not be okay. And a lot of people need to hear that, I think. I know that I've had my dark spots throughout these last 2 years, and I'm glad that I have the support unit that I do. So just know that you're not alone. As always, you can catch me tomorrow, Saturday, on McStabber Studios as I play Octum Cthulhu. I am playing Diego, a grease monkey in World War II, fighting off Cthulhu cultists and trying to save the world from eldritch horrors. Otherwise, you can catch us here on this channel on Monday, where we play Vampire the Masquerade. I believe it is the Anarch chapter this Monday. Tuesday will be our first actual full group Werewolf the Wild West game. And if not, next Friday you can catch us playing Dungeons and Dragons, where you will see one of our faces come back for a different character. But otherwise, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Make sure that you're not doing anything too crazy or wild or taking any chances that you shouldn't be taking. And as always, I will see you when I see you. Good night.